What's up, guys? This is Moclefmusic and you're welcome back to my channel. Today's beginner series is about assembling your saxophone, the ideal hand positioning, and then your body and strap positioning while playing the saxophone. Now, I've noticed that this is a problem for beginner, intermediate, and also advanced sax players. Now, if you're just joining us, you need to head over to my previous beginner series where we've treated the mouth and reed assembling or positioning. Then we've also treated the embouchure, because you need to watch those videos so you can understand every single thing we're doing right here. For our embouchure beginner series, we showed you guys how to properly and neatly fix your mouthpiece and your neck together. To assemble them. So for this, you will need to head over to that series to go watch how to properly fix these two together, so that way you have a firm mouthpiece and neck. For assembling your saxophone, this is all you need to do first. Make sure you have the neck and the mouthpiece of your saxophone already assembled. Now, if you don't know how to do this, you need to head over to our previous beginner series where we treated embouchure, because in that very series, we showed you how to neatly couple or assemble the neck of your saxophone and the mouthpiece of your saxophone. Now, with that being said, once you have this together, one very important information to take note of is the cover of your mouthpiece. Once you have the reed, right? Check it out. The reed and the mouthpiece all set up with the ligature, make sure you add the cover to it. The reason is because you have to protect the reed, especially for beginners. For those that are just assembling the saxophone for the first time, you need to make sure that the cover of the mouthpiece covers the mouthpiece tightly so that you don't damage your reed. Now, the reed is really soft and any little touch on it can damage the reed, and any slight damage to the reed affects your sound. And you don't want that to happen. Now, moving forward, all you have to do is, I'm right-handed, so if you are right-handed, you have to use your left hand to hold the saxophone, and if you're left-handed, you use your right hand to hold the saxophone. So since I'm right-handed, I'm using my left hand to hold the saxophone. Now, while holding my saxophone with my left hand, I use my right hand to unscrew the neck of the saxophone, not this neck, not the goose neck. The neck of the body of the saxophone. You gradually unscrew, and once it's loose enough, don't do it too much so that the knob or nut doesn't fall off the saxophone. Just do it to the point where you know it's loosed enough or loosened enough. And then once you do that, you use your left hand to still hold the saxophone, and then your right hand in the middle of the neck and the mouthpiece that is already assembled, gradually screw and wave it into the neck of the body of the saxophone. Gradually push it in, you turn it sideways as you're doing that. And then if you have any friction going on, all you have to do is bring it out, apply the cork grease, on the neck, on the goose neck of your saxophone, and then you take it back, gradually screw in. And once you do that, all you have to do is turn back the saxophone and then gradually tighten back that same knob or nut that you loosened. You gradually tighten, you keep going. Once it's tight and firm, all you have to do now is bring it and then strap up. Now, for the body positioning, all you have to do is make sure you have your saxophone already assembled with the neck and the mouthpiece. So once you have that all together, you bring your strap, you wear it on your neck. I'm sure you already know that that's how to strap up, because I said that previously. Once you strap up, bring the saxophone. If you're right-handed, you use your left hand to hold it. And if you're left-handed, you use your right hand to hold it. And I am right-handed, so I'm using my left hand to hold it. So you gradually bring the saxophone close to you. You open your strap, gradually fix the saxophone and the saxophone and the strap together. Once you have that done, make sure you stand straight. Make sure you have the straight shoulders, your frame, you're standing really straight. And then adjust your strap in a way that the saxophone is not so away from your body. Because if it's too away from your body, you will struggle to have your mouth into the mouthpiece, and that's a problem. Because that way you'll be struggling to use your thighs to want to support the saxophone, and that's not what you should do. And also you will have issues fixing your air into the saxophone. And also, the strap should not be too close to your neck, because, or if it's too close to your body, rather, you have issues with what? Positioning your face, having the right facial position where your face is supposed to be straight and not facing up or facing sideways or facing down. It has to be straight, so that way, once you blow your air into the saxophone, it goes in straight. Like I said earlier, if the saxophone is too further away from the strap or from your body, you have issues with fixing your mouth or having your embouchure on the mouthpiece. And if it's too close, you have issues with what? Your facial positioning, because your face is supposed to be straight and not facing up, down, or sideways. So that way, once you have the right positioning, which is straight, and then your saxophone is straight and your strap is straight, you take the saxophone a bit away from your body, and then the strap is holding it firmly, and then you fix your mouth on the saxophone. That is it. This is all about what? The body positioning. For the ideal hand positioning, this is the tricky part. This part for beginners, intermediate, and advanced sax players, we all have a problem with it. I would say we, because myself inclusive, there was a time I had that problem where I was fixing my hands, my fingers on the saxophone in a way that it looks like I don't know, how do I say it? I was trying to pinch off the notes of the saxophone, and then my hands would be looking curled on the notes of the saxophone, and that's not how it's supposed to be. When you do that, you have a bit of friction when you're trying to switch between notes. It's harder. When you keep your hands really flat and straight, what happens? It's really smooth for you to switch between notes, right? So for this hand positioning, what you want to do is make sure that your hands are really straight and flat on the saxophone. So if you are an intermediate or an advanced sax player watching this video, I'm sure some of you will have this problem, because like I said earlier, I also had it as a problem. So after watching this video, make sure you go home, you pick up your saxophone, you practice keeping your hands flat on the saxophone. You don't necessarily need to play the saxophone or sound any notes to do this. All you have to do is just strap up, fix your saxophone into the strap, you hold your saxophone, take it out, and then all you have to do is make sure your hands are flat. While your hands are flat, just move them as though you are playing your saxophone. Keep moving them. Now, I need to warn you, this will not happen overnight. You're not going to master this hand positioning, body positioning, and even assembling the saxophone overnight. It's something you have to do over and over and over again for you to be able to master it and then get it right. All I need from you right now is to what? Hit that subscribe button you like, and don't forget to share this video. And like I always say, don't forget to share to family and friends, so that every saxophonist out there that needs to watch and learn from this video will be able to reach this video. So for now, it was a goodbye from Moclefmusic.